Hi, we're here at Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yep,
We got in last Saturday to the campground, the Virginian RV Campground.
yep. It's located right in Jackson Hole, probably about just 5 minutes from downtown. You could probably walk there if you really wanted to. A bike, if you had a bike, it's perfect to go down there. But the park itself is pretty
It's not
nice.
bad
Yeah,
compared to some. Before we make reservations to any campground, we always look at the reviews, and a lot of the reviews were negative.
even on this place.
Yeah,
And I don't see any of the negative reviews.
yeah, it's close to downtown. It's really nice there.
Yeah, and the thing is the difference between the two is that this is 5 minutes from downtown Jackson Hole. And at Fireside, you are probably you're 10 to 15 minutes from Teton Village, which there's only the ski resort shops there, like a sports
And
shop
there's
and
not
some stuff,
many
and the
shops.
tram, not many. And there's maybe one or two restaurants. And then
But the campground itself, it wasn't, I don't know,
it's just out in the middle. I mean, it depends on what you want. If you want to be in the middle of town, even though we're in the middle of town, it's really
it
quiet.
didn't look really well maintained
No, that one
compared
didn't.
to here.
Compared to this one's very, very nice and set up nice. So we're here until tomorrow, and then we head out. We've seen just about everything there is to
Everything.
see here in
Hmm.
Jackson Hole. We went down south towards Granite
Which
Hot
was
Springs,
closed.
which is closed for the season, doesn't open until June. And then we drove along some dirt roads. We saw bear. We've seen
Yes.
some bald eagles. We've seen a lot of deer, a lot of elk, a lot of antelope, a lot of buffalo. And just the view of the Tetons is just unmatched.
Yes. But downtown Jackson Hole, a few people told us to stop by the $1 Million Cowboy bar. And
I recommend you go take a picture with the sign, maybe get a beer. Don't sit in the
don't order the
saddles.
water because they charge you $10 for about this big glass of water.
Yeah, and it's not even water.
No, not at all.
But other than that, we went to the museum downtown.
Yes,
We went to the wildlife museum that's over near the elk refuge, and then we drove through the Grand Tetons National Park.
that was
And,
beautiful. We took the tram up to the top for the famous waffles.
yes, at the top, Corbins Cabin, which is at the top, it serves waffles, and all different kinds of waffles, like
And drinks, hot drinks,
hot drink, hot cocoa with rumple mints in it, or Bailey's and
or
Irish
just plain
whiskey,
hot
or
cocoa
just
with
plain
whipped.
hot cocoa or coffee. But it was really nice. A lot of snow was up there still. It is just late May, but it was beautiful. It was a little chilly up there. Typically, they say about 10 degrees difference between the bottom and the top, but I'd say it's probably 10 to 15 degrees colder. But
But this
um,
park is nice. The
yeah, overall,
Virginian
the
is
park is
nice.
very nice. The spots aren't super tight. And they did say that you can't come in here. Like our fifth wheel, the limits they say on it is 38 foot. Our fifth wheel from tip to tail is 42 foot. Add on a bike rack for another 3 foot. Now I'm 45, and I can park my truck behind it
There's
parallel,
plenty of room.
and that's 8 foot. So 56 foot spot here.
Yes.
So, and I've seen a tag axle parked in here. So there's a 45 footer, and he had a, a car dolly behind him. So
And he did not attach.
detach the car
Yes,
dolly. Yeah.
he did not
I,
detach.
I highly recommend just calling ahead. Call ahead, and if you call ahead, you'll probably do very well. Just talk to the people, let them know the length of your
Yes.
vehicle, but they'll be able to get you in. We're in spot 74, and I would say that 73 is probably about 3 foot shorter, and then 72 is probably about 8 foot to
It's
10 foot
it's
shorter.
because we're closer to the curb.
We're close to the edge
Yes.
of
So they
the
do
actual,
become
so
shorter.
yeah. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of RVs, and the center are all pull through, and the exterior are all back ends. All the back ends are typically smaller, and the rows that are lower than the 70s are probably a little shorter, maybe 35 foot, 40 foot long. But I can't say enough good things about the park. The people here have been really friendly. I've talked to most of the staff, Tom and Chris, and
Plus, there's a pool.
The
and a
RV
saloon.
park is connected right next to the Virginian Lodge. And at the Virginian Lodge, because you're here, you can stay. Because you're at the Virginian RV Park, you can swim in the RV, or you can swim in the pool.
And there's a restaurant at the lodge, and a hair salon if you need to get your hair done.
Yep. The restaurant is actually pretty good for breakfast.
Yes. Their French toast.
Their French toast is homemade bread. Very good.
And cheap. It's not that expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
We did have a couple good dinners. We went to the Whistling Grizzly, which was at the Wyoming Lodge up the road.
Fine dining.
It was okay.
Pricey.
Yeah.
The pizza's really good at the
Cutters.
Cutters, yes, but it's hard to find parking.
Very hard to find parking there. Cutters is a kind of a sports bar.
Yes, it has wings, pizza, and we saw a lot
burgers,
of the steaks.
Philly cheesesteaks. They have a lot of Philly cheesesteaks. It's a Philadelphia bar, actually, Philadelphia Eagles. So, the other thing is we went to Albertsons for the groceries. They have a big place called the Big R Ranch and Home. It's like I don't know, it's a strange Home Depot because all of the stuff is in these little out sheds, but they did have a big RV section.
Storage units.
And yeah, really, yeah. And I was able to find self-leveling sealant, which I found a crack when I was inspecting the front in one of my seals. So I'm just going to get that taken care of. But other than that, it's been great.
Oh, if you do use the laundry facilities, be aware that it's only cold water. And if you're going to dry, it doesn't dry completely.
Yeah, so you may need to run the loads a couple times.
Yes, and the loads are $1.50 per.
Yeah. So, well, that's our review of the Virginian. And look for our video on just the surrounding area of the Grand Teton National Park and all of the things that are here. And this here is our campground review of the Virginian. We hope to see you someplace on the road.
Yep. God bless. Santa must live here. Maybe he vacations here from the North Pole.
He must. Look at all the Christmas trees. But what a beautiful campground. And to be right in the middle of the city, like 5 minutes away, it's pretty nice.
Tanks full, where is empty, living life.